Hey guys, Matt from Yodaverse back at you with a new video. Today we're going to do our top 5 mods that we've done so far to our 24 Tacoma. We're going to list them off 1 to 5. 1 is going to be the first mod we would do, and 5 would be the 5th mod we're going to do. So let's jump into it. The first mod we'd always recommend are rock sliders. These specific sliders are the Cali Rays bolt-on sliders for the 24 Tacoma. We also have CBI sliders, night tops coming out with new sliders. So there's a bunch of companies that are making them right now. The Cali Rays step sliders are nice because they function as a step and they bolt right onto your factory mounting points. So the install is very easy. These are rated to hold up to half the weight of the truck. So you can jack the truck up on these. You can slide them on rocks, whatever they'll handle the weight of the truck, no problem. This is always the first mod we'd recommend because no matter how lifted your truck is, no matter how big wheels and tires you have, you're always going to have rocks that are a little bit bigger, and you don't want to jam those up into the frame and start bending your door panels and things like that. So sliders is always the #1 mod we would recommend first before doing anything else. This one's really 2 products, but we're going to loop it all into one, and it's going to be wheels and tires. Now, the 4th Gen Tacoma has a lot bigger wheel wells, so you can fit bigger tires very easily from the factory. These are Nitto Recon grapplers in a 315/70/17, and we have a 17-inch Black Rhino Tusk wheel. It's a brand new wheel from Black Rhino. It's a Tusk. They come in green, black, gold, gunmetal gray as well, and they come in a 0 or -10 offset. These wheels themselves here are a -10 offset, so they stick out just a little bit. They stuck out a lot from the stock fender flares, but these are the Nitop carbon flares. They're 1 inch wider, kind of like a TRD Pro or Trail Hunter flare would be. And the poke is perfect on them. But with the 2024 Tacoma, you can fit basically a 35-inch tire in here without too much issues. We do have the -10 offset, which pushes these wheels out pretty far. So we did have to do a tiny bit of trimming, but compared to a 2nd gen or a 3rd gen, very easy to fit a 35-inch tire. All we did was take out this little bracket here. We did a little bit of trimming here and a little bit of trimming in the front. We have no lift on this truck, and it rubs at reverse at full lock barely. So compared to the 3rd gen, fitting 35s, we've even seen a couple guys do 37s on these without too much issue. That would be our 2nd mod right there, wheels and tires for sure. The 3rd mod we'd recommend is a bed rack of some sort. This specific bed rack is the Kuat Ibex, so it's a modular system. You can make it shorter or taller depending on your needs. We also have CBI bed racks, RCI bed racks, Cali Rays bed racks. We have a bunch of different bed racks on the site. This one we went with is a Kuat Ibex. It's modular. It can fit on a bunch of different vehicles. And, you can put molly panels on it like we have here. You can leave the sides open. This one does have a grab handle as well as the bottle opener. So there's just a lot of different mods that you can do to this rack, which makes it, one of our favorites compared to some of the other racks that are fixed and only have certain mounting points and things like that. So the Kuat Ibex has been doing really well for us. We have mounted on it our Ironman 4x4 Ursa 1300 rooftop tent. It's a 160-pound rooftop tent, so not the lightest, but the Ibex rack handles it no problem. It's rated for up to 700 pounds, I believe. We fit 2 people up there, no problem with the tent. It doesn't wiggle around at all. It doesn't move. It's a very sturdy rack. And you can mount, we have our traction boards here. We mounted our roto packs to it on the side. As I said, you have the grab handle and the rooftop tent. And as you can see, they build this so it lines up perfectly with the 4th gen. The little spoiler on the back of the 4th gen and the Ibex bed rack fit together perfectly. It looks like almost a factory part. So that'd be our 3rd mod as a bed rack. Now, the 4th mod that we would recommend is LED lighting of any sort. The stock LED projector headlights on the Tacoma are actually really good, but when you're off-road, you need a little extra light. These specific lights are from Cali Rays. They're their specific ditch light brackets with the side shooters here. So you have this front beam which shoots straight out in front of the hood of the truck, so that spot goes very far. And then you have 3 LEDs on the side. These are floodlights, so it lights up the entire side of the vehicle so you can see what's off to the side of you and everything like that. These are a really good upgrade. They bolt right onto the hood struts. So they're really sturdy. They come like this, passenger and driver side, very easy to install. Wiring's all done for you. And the best part of this 4th gen now is we have it wired to this auxiliary 2 switch here, which is all under the hood. So we don't have to run any wires inside the cab, nothing like that. The install is very easy. we can just press this auxiliary 2 port, these lights come on, and for how small they are, they're actually really bright. So our fourth mod is definitely going to be lighting of any sort, whether you go with Cali Rays, Baugh Designs, Diode Dynamics, whatever your preferred light manufacturer is, you're going to need more light off-road, so that would be our fourth mod. Now our fifth and final mod that we'd recommend here for the 4th gen is definitely going to be a front bumper with some sort of recovery system, as well as the back, which we'll get to. But the front, this is a Nytop bolt-on hybrid front bumper. It also comes with a front recovery points. These are rated to tow up to 10,000 pounds, so whether you need to be towed out or you're towing people out, they'll hold up. It's all bolted into the frame. It's very sturdy. Crash bar stays in there. Everything's tested, so it fits perfectly. It holds up to a lot of damage. It is steel, but it's not too heavy being a hybrid bumper, so it doesn't add a whole lot of weight to the front. It adds a lot of protection to the front and also gives you the front recovery points. This is a great mod. Our final bonus mod is also made by Nytop. It's going to be these rear recovery points for the 4th gen. These are designed basically around the ARB recovery points on the TRD Pro. They bolt right into your factory frame, 2 bolts, very easy to install. They have a 10,000 pound rating, just like the fronts do, so now you can pull Jeeps out on the trail absolutely no problem. You don't have to worry about them breaking. They're made of solid steel, about 3/4 inches thick. So these paired up with a front hybrid bumper are a great combination and makes for an awesome recovery setup for your 4th gen Tacoma. Well, that's it for this video, guys. We have a bunch of other mods on this truck that I didn't go over in this video. I just wanted to get you 5 of our first mods that we would do for any 24 Tacoma or any Tacoma or 4Runner or Tundra in general. You definitely want to get the sliders on first, get the sides protected, everything like that. Larger wheels and tires is going to add a lot of ground clearance to the truck. And then we go with the bed rack. You know, it's functional. You can throw a rooftop tent on there. You can put roto packs, recovery boards, things like that. Next, we're going to go over to our off-road lighting setup, whether, you know, whatever brand you go with, Baugh Designs, Diode Dynamics, Cali Rays, they all make great stuff. And the extra light output on the trail is definitely going to help. Your stock headlights are good, but the off-road lighting really lights things up and makes it easier to see. And then lastly, we'd go with some sort of protection for the front and the rear. In this case, we have the Nytop hybrid bumper with the recovery hooks. And then out back, we have the Nytop recovery hooks as well. Best part about these that we didn't mention is you can drop the back of the truck on these recovery hooks and they act sort of as a skid plate. So if there's a steep ledge or rocks or anything like that, you're gonna hit those rather than your rear bumper and rip the rear bumper off. So as far as top 5 mods go, this is where we'd start. This video is gonna come out in conjunction with a full build walk around video that we're gonna do on our 4th gen. But you know, 5 mods to start, you get those 5 mods done on your 4th gen, you're gonna be in a really good spot and you're gonna have a lot of fun on the trails.